Hello, everyone. Welcome to the September edition of the Kick On. Joined from two countries as always. I'm Gamra. I've just come back from Shizuoka, and the typhoon didn't kill us. So hello. Um, we have Mark. I don't know what the order is, so I'm going to call out the names. This is Mark, who's mute. He can't
Hey.
speak. Oh, there you go. He can speak.
Oh,
It's a
no,
miracle.
yep, that's good.
It's a miracle.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, goodness.
And Tim. Hello, Tim.
Hey, what's up?
Man, a lot of stuff came out. Hey, just like a lot of video games have come out in the last
Month.
month. I guess we do this monthly.
Ooh. We got someone missing the link.
That's cool. I'll get that. So Mark, why don't you talk about what we've been playing, and I'll hook her up with that now. What have you been playing since the last time we did one of these?
I bought Untitled Goose Game
Oh,
about
yes.
2 days ago. Just on a whim. It's different, that's for sure. The art style is really nice. Gameplay is pretty out there. It's like playing a stealth game, really, but you're a goose, so it's quite appealing.
Yeah, I read up on it a little bit. So it's like a stealth sandbox kind of game, right? I don't know what sandbox is.
Yeah, it's like there's like puzzles. You go basically your objective in all the scenarios is to annoy people as much as possible. So you have to do specific things, and there's multiple ways you could kind of do that stuff. So it's cool. You get to honk, you get to flap your wings, you get to piss people off. Apparently it's short though, so we'll see. I'm not that far in, but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, cool. I just love that it was made by Australians. I mean, it's a typical Aussie kind of. Let's make a game. Let's make it Aussie. What do we like to do? We like to annoy everyone.
So how much was it exactly? Like, just I've got some footage up thanks to Let's STFU and Long Play. Thank you for that, Mr. Stephen Timothy. We're not going to do that. So yeah, it's just this guy's got. So the goose has some keys, and this ethnic-looking man would like his keys back. He got his keys back, but it appears that the goose is yep, he's got the keys again. This should be criminal. This isn't nice. But
Game's
yeah.
alright.
So how much was it? How much did you pick this one up for?
It was 20 something, 20 around 25, 27 AUD or something like that.
It's currently on sale.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Those ones that's like Epic exclusive, and then like owned for PC or something. Is that right or no?
No, it's out on Switch. I think it's coming out on PC soon.
I want to fact check this. I feel like it is on Switch, but I think the PC rights might be Epic only. Hang on. Goose Game
really?
PC. Let's see. Oh no, it's coming to Steam too. Never mind.
Oh, cool.
And what is the price on this one? It's going to tell me in yen, but that's okay. We can figure it out. It is planned release date TBD. So you can change that to your local currency of choice and figure out that it's yeah, there you go. Wait, that's weird because it says it's out. Maybe it's like a year exclusive on. Wait, what? Hang on.
Must be on Switch first, like exclusive.
PC game. I'm just gonna look up Epic Game Store. Ready? Epic exclusive. There you go. It is. It looks like it's for a year or so. I don't know. So you can only get it on the Epic Game Store at the moment or on Switch. But anyway, Epic Game Store's fine. You know they have 6 free Batman games at the moment. You can get 6 free games. Like they got the Lego Batman trilogy, and then they got the Arkham trilogy. So I put them in my cart, and I will never play them. But if you like
Lego,
Batman or Lego, those Lego games, I bought one on Wii U because I was really into my Wii U, and it ran like complete balls. And I never bought another one. It was meant to be a good one too, like level Marvel superheroes, and it was like 15 frames a second. And then if you played 2-player, it would get even lower. And I was like, man, this sucks. Because it was a Wii U game, it's like if I sold it, I would have had to pay them to take it away from me. So I just ended up keeping it and never playing it. It was a real bummer because those games look like fun, but the Wii U was just such a piece of trash that like anything third party on that thing ran like absolute garbage. But yeah, this game looks all right. This looks like a perfect like meme stream game. Man, like this guy's a dick. This goose is a dick.
Yeah, man.
That's the
Australia.
best bit. You get to be the dick. That's why it's awesome.
Why are you harassing the ethnic man? He's just trying to do his garden.
It's part of your objective. It says right there, do this and do this and do this.
That's
You
nice.
can honk in his face. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's
It's
a
a
really
nice
good
de-stressor.
strat. This goose has a really good strat. Like, it's so smug. It's pretty impressive. Anyways, that is all you've been playing. How's FF14?
Oh, I haven't played much of it recently, but the story is coming along halfway
Which
through the
expansion
second
you on?
expansion.
Which is
Stormblood.
Shadow Demons. Nope.
No, that's the latest one. Shadowbringers is the latest one. I'm about halfway through Stormblood, and it's not bad. There's still some filler, which is to be expected, but like when something big happens, like Game of Thrones level of something happening, and you're like, oh, the attachment, oh, my heart. But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't mind it. Like, I'm not very, I'm a big fan of cutscenes in video games, and story, but I picked the perfect game to get into. I will admit at the start it was kind of like, oh, who do I have to kill now? I don't care. And now it's kind of like, everyone says the expansions are the best, like, story-wise, and I agree. It's pretty good, so I'm pretty invested. I'll keep plodding away as that.
I was
I
hanging
hope it
out
finishes.
because they kept saying that, like, yeah, we know the base game's long. There's literally 100 quests between the base game and the first expansion. We're going to fix it. Don't worry about it. We're going to fix it. And they still haven't fixed it. So, yeah, I haven't dug into it just yet. But that looks... I'm glad that people are enjoying it. But far out, that game is... That's a big one. That's a huge game. That's a huge time investment.
Yeah.
How are the Japanese? They still treating you nice?
They're very nice. I can't read the chat, but they're very nice people. Very forgiving. I'm the guy that runs in, I'm like, oh, you know what? There's like 20 of us in this raid, and it's like old content. So I'm just going to press the blast the damage button. Then my HP goes whoop because I take all the aggro. And then everyone's just healing me, and like, it's just understood, People carry you, people are nice to you. Even though I'm an idiot, that's why these Westerners in the game. They're the West.
That's cool.
Fair enough.
Tim, you've been playing something on the Nintendo Switch. Click.
Yeah.
That's the noise.
Yeah, I have. I decided to pick up Anunnaki. I don't know if I've just butchered that pronunciation, but it's the people that made Setsuna.
I am Setsuna. That's the one.
Yeah, Tokyo Factory. I think I can't remember the name of the
Tokyo
company.
RPG Factory.
There you go. I was close. I just missed 3 letters. Yeah, so I picked it up because I saw a demo and I was like, oh, a new game. Maybe this will be good to pick up because it's a bit light. I mean, it didn't look as long as Fire Emblem. I kind of got really tired of that game.
Did you beat it?
No, I didn't want to finish it.
Oh, no.
I got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I can't play this. I know I'm so close to the end, but I just don't want to finish it. I have that problem with many games, but with that game in particular, I just didn't want to. So I saw Astral Chain. I thought, this could be good. And then I saw this. I was like, I like the artwork. It looks kind of interesting. So I picked up the demo because I almost committed to buying the game. I usually don't pick up demos because I like to hard commit to a game. I don't know why. It's just a really dumb decision. But I'm kind of glad I did because I realized it was not the game for me. But it was kind of fun while it lasted. They tried to incorporate, I guess, Secret of Mana style of, I guess, RPG gameplay, where I guess you have skills and when you press that, then it has, I guess, cooldown in between. I don't know if any of you guys remember playing Secret of Mana, but like you have certain skills assigned to certain buttons, and when you press that, like you see like this meter kind of like a meter like creeping up until you can use that skill again. And so it's a bit like position-y, but also, you got to know when to deploy said skill, and everything like levels up. The actual, I guess, gameplay is interesting because you're a single character that has like demon or daemons, I don't know, Daemons, and each one kind of is, I guess, a different style of gameplay. So I guess imagine like your Secret of Mana characters all in like one person, and then you just like click the directional pad up, down, left, or right to switch, I guess, your play style or your type of character, which is kind of cool. So the gameplay was kind of fun. I almost got like lured in, but then, yeah, it's a full price. Like it's full price, and it's not like a full price kind of game. So if ever I pick it up, it's like the 50% off style of game where it's kind of like, yeah, I'll wait till it's on discount if I ever decide to pick it up. Yeah. Just not enough content, but interesting mechanics, a nice art style.
I'm surprised they're still charging full price for their games. Anyway, this footage, by the way, comes courtesy of Rikuki2 on YouTube. So thank you very much to Rikuki2 for the background footage. But like I played Setsuna, and that didn't have a demo. And first of all, shout out to Nintendo Switch and their demos. I played a demo, which we'll get to in a little bit, which is literally 25% of the full game.
Wow.
But yeah, Setsuna didn't have one. But I didn't finish it. Like I got to the end stretch where it's like the typical JRPG thing of like, all right, here's the breakpoint. Now do everything again, or like do an abridged version of like all the bosses, and then you can beat the game. And I'm like, no. It just felt like the most uninspired cookie cutter RPG I've ever played. And looking at this footage, I feel like this may also not be too far off. Like I get it. It's a Tokyo RPG factory. You got to churn them out. But if you're going to churn them out, then like, I think just asking full price might be a bit steep. So yeah, I don't know. It looks all right. But I'm also not surprised to hear that it's nothing special based on their past output.
I mean, I looked at reviews ahead of downloading the demo, and it's kind of like, oh, it's all right. It's a better, it's an interesting showing. It's like, oh, Tokyo RPG Factory is on their way, to making something really good, blah, 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 blah. So I guess, for them, it's like trial and error and see what kind of works, what doesn't work. But yeah. I
Am Setsuna was released, I guess only 3 years ago. Okay, never mind. I was going to give him some, like, it's all right. If there's only been 3 years, that's different. I thought Setsuna came out way earlier than that. But I guess like 3 years, sure, whatever. That's they're still getting it together. Fair enough.
And they released another game before this one too. Apparently, is it Lost Sphere is by them?
Yeah, I think that one is the weakest. That one I actually don't know anything about.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the weakest showing by them. That was the previous release. So, yeah, not too bad a game. I will give it a 5 out of 10.
You give the demo a 5?
Yes. It passes.
Shout outs to demos, man. I've played so many demos on Switch, including one recently, which was Dragon Quest XI, because that comes out this week. The demo, some people have said it's taken them 15 hours. And the base game was about 60. I don't know how much they're adding to the definitive edition of this version, but it is a sizable demo. Like every time I think I'm close, I'd go and look it up. It's like, no, I'm like not even halfway, and I think I'm maybe 5-6 hours in. But granted, it's taking me a bit more time as I look up words and stuff. But that game is really cool. But I also, I guess, am sort of biased because I had the stint with Dragon Quest V a little bit earlier in the year. But I guess the thing that really makes it cool is like it's got that basic gameplay, but there's something about that art style that even on a Switch that's not really doing super well. I'm going to pull up some footage here courtesy of Game Explain. I'm going to pull it up here for everyone to see. There's something about this art style. Like I don't know if how much Toriyama was involved with Dragon Quest 11, but everything just kind of pops. Everything's really nice, and you go through the environments, and everything is very distinct. Even though the gameplay itself is like turn-based and quite simple, aesthetically, Dragon Quest has always felt nice. Like I played 1, 5, and 11, and each one of them just sort of feels really good, even though the gameplay is really basic. Like the characters are charming, the world's nice. The music in this one is like 50% nostalgia and 50% the composer just went off the walls, and it's like absolutely bonkers and really diminished, and all sorts of weird stuff's going on, clashes everywhere. And like from what I understand, the PS4 release got a lot of flack for that, but
Really?
I kind of like it. Like, I mean, okay, it's without having heard the full thing, it's kind of hard to tell with reviews because the composer has done some real questionable stuff in the past, and I think that may have tainted people's perception of him, which, like, fair enough, sure, whatever. But sort of not knowing all of that going in, it like you can, because I know some of the old music because I played a bunch of Dragon Quest spin-off games, and then the stuff I don't know is obviously like really distinct, and it just gives it a really weird like personality, and I really like it. So I'm obviously going to get I've already pre-ordered the full game, even though I'm like 2 or 3 Switch releases behind my backlog. I know I'm going to play this one, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, as of whether or not I'd recommend it, if you're like this is definitely more style over substance. I mean, the core gameplay is fine. It's a dated like turn-based RPG. Like it's got really nice quality of life stuff where you got like the random encounters are on the overworld, so you can avoid them if you want. But it is very cool. It's very basic, but it's an incredibly charming game, and I like, obviously I'm doing it for study purposes because the Japanese is quite simple, but I don't know if you like basic JRPG gameplay, the story so far has been really pleasant, and it's just like it's a very comfy game to play. So I've been enjoying that. Speaking of Astral Chain, I've been working my way through that as well, and I don't really know what to make of it. Like I'm probably just over halfway through the game, and I'm really torn on it because it's Platinum, and basically everything I've played by Platinum I've enjoyed. I haven't played like Core, or they're like the bad ones, but I played Bayonetta. I like Bayonetta, Wonderful 101. Like when you hear Platinum, you have certain expectations about a game. Like I expect character action games that feel really good, and this game locks at 30. It's a 30 FPS game, not a 60 FPS, which for a character action game you don't really want, but it doesn't really matter. But the reason why I say I'm hesitant is because you play a cop in this game, so it's almost like Platinum forgot where their bread was buttered with this, because the gameplay is cool. You have like a Legion, which is like this monster thing you control on a leash, and then you sort of attack with your triggers, and then you have a set of triggers for your Legion, and then one for you, and then your right thumb does your Legion. It's kind of like you're doing 2 characters at once type thing.
Yeah, cool.
And that's fun. But then every chapter is has got all these weird sequences in it where you're doing stuff like investigating and you're talking to randoms, and it's like, hey, put me in a hallway, let me run down it, and let me mash the R2 button and do different combinations of attacks. Like, I don't want to sit here and talk to druggos about this mysterious drug. Like, I just want to go and beat up the bad guys. Can we make this happen? And apparently there's a bit coming up that is like a couple of hours of that or something absurd. And it's like, man, I mean, it's good. It's almost like Platinum made an incredible game, and then they built in this break mechanic, so you didn't want to play it for too long because, man, like the good bits are so fun, but then everything else around it's like Platinum. We know, like, do you not know, like, why people come to your games? It's like no one comes to a console show for our tomato salads. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know where your bread is buttered and stick to it, and it just feels like this game is really trying to, like, good on them. You got to try new things, but man, the slow sections are so slow, but the good sections are so fun. So I've been playing a lot of that. And last thing for me, I guess, is Apple Arcade came out, which is the like Netflix style service for iPhone, and by next Wednesday will also be iPad. So it's like a Netflix style. So you pay, I think it's $7 a month Australian or $5 US, and you get like games from Square, Devolver, like Enter the Gungeon as a sequel that's exclusive to it called Exit the Gungeon. You got like a Choo Choo Rocket sequel. You got a Sonic racing game. And
Sonic.
Sonic racing games are good. They've been good. They are like legit. They are legit.
I don't know if you're serious or if
no.
you're
They,
right
like
now.
I've almost finished All Stars Racing Transformed, and that new one I got to pick up when it's on sale. I'm not paying full price for that.
Wow.
It's really good.
I did not expect you to legitimately like it.
It's
and plus, I just before we go off, I've been really wanting to interrupt you the whole time you're talking about Platinum Games. The big question for Astral Chain: how is the jump? Is there a jump mechanic? Does it feel good?
You don't have a jump. You don't have a jump.
You don't have a jump. Oh, there you go.
But what you can do is you can position your Legion and you can jump to it. So you're not jumping, but you're like there's some good movement mechanics involved because you have the chain, like the chain between you and your Legion, and you can do things like if you wrap around an enemy, you can like bind them and stuff like that. So there's no jump, but there's good movement. Much better than Nier. Much better than Nier. But there's no jump
Fair
up,
enough.
which is like
Fair enough.
But yeah, Apple Arcade is like 70 games. So every time I open my phone, like literally I have an entire page. This entire page is just like Apple Arcade games. There's like a Shantae game on here as well. But every time I look at that list, it's like there's too much. I don't know what to play. So I started Exit the Gungeon, which is like a 2D like platform thing where it's like your right swipe, so you have like the left side of the screen you can do your movement, and then the right side is like you jump, you dodge left, right, or go down, and then when you're near an enemy it will auto shoot and you just like stay alive. It seems alright. I've heard because you can hook up your like Bluetooth controllers, like your DualShocks and your Xbox One controllers now. So I've heard that if you play with controllers, it gets significantly harder. But
really?
I haven't done that because they give like a certain amount of like auto assist for touch players, but I don't know. It seems good. I mean, I haven't paid any money for Apple Arcade yet, but there's another pinball game, and I love games that have like that's not pinball. Like Yoku's Island Express was a Metroidvania, but your movement was all pinball, and stuff like that is really cool. And there's one on that as well, but there's like 70 games. Like Sayonara Wild Hearts, everyone's been talking about, but it's like God, there's just too much. So yeah. It's a good time.
Fair enough.
Man, so much came out this month. We haven't even talked about Link's Awakening, which I assume no one's played yet.
No.
Just debating on whether to pick it up or not.
The art style looks really nice. I actually really enjoy it. Yeah.
I've got it, but I didn't. I just played a bunch of Astral Chain. The thing about when you're in transit is you have much higher tolerance for BS. So it's like, I'm going to watch this cutscene. Oh, wait, look, there's the water. Wow, I'm going fast and there's water. Oh, what? The cutscene's over? Or I'm going to go kill dudes now, right? So it's like perfect for that kind of thing. But yeah, Link's Awakening, maybe I'll play that on stream. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. With Astral Chain, I know some people are like, wow, there's pedestrian crossings and they have like stop and go like in real life. It's like, why would you want that in the game? Why do you want to live life in the game? I don't know.
There's some side quest that was like, hey, get my cat. It's like, all right, I have this massive monster. I can probably just wrap around it and bind it, right? It's like, no. The cat only responds if you kick a can near it. So go find an empty can and kick it near my cat. It's like, oh God, okay. So then, like, me being an idiot, I like blew up all the cans on the way to the cat, and then the only can that I had was like on the other side of a pedestrian crossing. So I'm like waiting at the pedestrian crossing. I'm like, I should be really careful. And then like it turned red. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, hey, I wonder if this wall applies for the can. No, it didn't apply for the can. I kicked the can out of bounds and I couldn't do the mission. So yeah, big thumbs up for pedestrian crossings in game. It was a good like 10 seconds.
Hilarious.
And I was like, man, I'm bored. I bet this can. I wonder if this can will bounce off the wall. No, it didn't. It didn't bounce off the wall. Astral Chain is really good though. I don't know. Like I have a really high tolerance for BS, but I think it's pretty good. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream some this week. A couple of things I want to stream this week. Actually, this is the last game I'll talk about. Then we'll move into the questions and top three, bottom three. But I recently put up an article on. I translated this thing because there's a Final Fantasy digital card game that's currently only available as a web browser game on Yahoo. I'm gonna double check. I think it's on Yahoo. It's a Yahoo. So it's currently a Yahoo browser game. That's like the closed beta for it. The thing is, it's going to come to phones eventually. Anyway, if you're interested, on the Discord, I threw up like a translation of a Famitsu article about like for beginner players, which is hilarious because the entire beginner article is like, when you get started, you should buy premium currency and spend it. Don't know how to make a deck, you should copy what the top players do. We even included a button that lets you copy an entire deck list. So I spent a good chunk of time sort of like translating that. But I'm kind of interested in the game itself. It's like, if you think about a mobile card game, how they usually have like 5 spots on the board. This is like 3 in the front and then 3 in the back, which allows for some cool positioning stuff. I haven't had a chance to play. I just kind of like log in every day and just get all the free bonuses. But yeah, that article was really a bad way to sell people on the game, but I'm also kind of interested. So yeah, maybe I'll stream that this week over on twitch.tv/consolesband. So, it's still September somewhere, right? So maybe, whatever, if you want.
Another card game.
Children's card games.
Card
They're
games.
the best. Children's card game.
Like, can you imagine? Like, all right, how are we going to sell new players on our games? It's like, okay, here's what premium currency does. What's that? You don't know how to make a deck? Don't worry, we have a button for that. Just go and just copy the tier 1 decks from people like whoring on ranked. Like, don't even worry about it. You can play Cancer too. You can ruin the meta for anybody trying to play anything interesting by just copying the number 1 deck. I thought it was really
I must
funny.
do something real bad to the meta, like cut out the middleman entirely, and just like, I can't even imagine what it would look like.
We'll find out. Like, I have like thousands of gold just from like logging in every day. So we'll find out. Why not? We'll see how bad this game is.
Oh God.
All right.
Nice.
So let's move into some. We only have one question since the last episode. So for those who don't know, you can submit questions and segments over at patreon.com/theconsolesband, where you can also watch live every month. Just like Brandon did, who submitted a very simple question: teeth for hair or hair for teeth?
Wait, what?
Why did you select this one? Actually, I was hoping you'd select this one. There's only one answer here.
Hair, or hair for teeth?
It's teeth for hair, surely.
Yeah, it has to be teeth for hair. You can't. There's no way you can live with the alternative. No solid foods ever again.
So wait, teeth for hair or hair for teeth?
Correct.
Meaning that, so teeth for hair means that you get rid of your teeth and you replace it with hair. Yes.
Correct.
And then, or you replace your hair with teeth. Does that mean like? So just it's like it's not like when people say like bottom half fish, top half fish, right? Like, are we like? Is it?
No.
You've heard that before,
hair,
right?
Hair, teeth.
Oh, is
Okay.
that what we... Okay.
I think
You
so.
don't lose one.
You don't
Okay,
lose...
okay.
Yeah, okay. So it's all teeth or all hair, basically, right?
I believe so.
Okay. If only Brandon was here to qualify this. Well, then I guess, like, yeah, you'd want teeth, like, for... Because otherwise you can't eat food.
Yeah, it has to be teeth. And if it's teeth, you could be like, like the Predator from Alien vs. Predator.
No, it's like
It
echidnas,
just looked
man.
like rigid hair. Oh, yeah, like echidnas. It could be a self-defense thing.
Yeah, just headbutt people, done. But then again, if think about sensitive teeth, right?
I was about to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, are we assuming that the teeth on your head, like, are they functional teeth? Can you feel what they feel, or are they just? So that
I think they would have to be to make this a harder choice, right?
Oh God!
Can you style your teeth? Can you have them spiky, all pointing up, or can you have them go to the side so they're less dangerous? Can you style your teeth? Is it teeth?
I'd have to answer in my mind.
I feel like the solution, like, all right, if we were in a world where there, like, we had hair originally, and then that hair got replaced with teeth. I'm assuming only on your head, not all your hair. Otherwise, that'd be fucked.
I'm not having leg teeth. That's a bad time. I don't want to think about all the places I have hair and what they'd be replaced with teeth. We're sticking it. It's up here. It's up here. Nowhere else. Stop.
Yeah, because all right.
Yes.
If we were in a world where we originally had hair and then magically changed to teeth, and I feel like then you could have the solution would be then to just have like a head mouth guard or a head guard. Or I don't know whatever you want to call it.
A hat.
Right? So that then your teeth would be fine, man. You'd be 100% fine. But I guess Rue made a good point. Would you have to brush your head teeth as well? And I assume that would be yes.
You got to brush your hair, don't you? You got to brush your head teeth.
Yeah. But then, what if you didn't care about your head teeth and they just all fell out, right? And then like, oh, instead of having to replace it with like dentures, it would be fine, wouldn't it? I don't know.
How do you die from not brushing your teeth? Surely someone's done that. What if you did that and died?
You could get like a mouth like abscess or like an infection or something
I
like that. I
suppose
guess.
so. But then would you have gums on your head? Like, would your scalp be replaced with gums?
I
right?
hate this question so much.
Your scalp is just one giant gum with teeth coming out. So is it like the teeth are kind of like, if a hair is like that, it's like teeth all the way down, or one teeth on the end, or is it like teeth are literally stuck to your scalp, like your scalp is a gum?
I'm imagining your scalp is like a gum and your teeth are like you've just got like imagine normal teeth but just all over your head.
Oh my god, what a hellish existence. Oh.
Imagine if you had like overcrowding in your scalp and then you had to get head braces.
Just a metal cage around your head.
Where are your head wisdom teeth? Are they like in your ear? Are they like popping out of your ear?
Coming out of your ear sideways.
Oh no!
The worst bit is there's no function like that if they're stuck to your head, because teeth are supposed to grind together, right? If they're just sticking on your head, they do nothing.
Yeah, but like
together with someone else.
But then, like for example, if you had overcrowding, you'd need braces to straighten them up so that you could brush them properly and you wouldn't get infections and cavities, right? That would be the reason for having head braces.
I guess so. But like, oh my god, it'd be fashion statements like, oh, you want to have straight teeth on your head, otherwise you'll regret it when you're
head grills. Do you remember the grills?
Yeah, just a shiny cold plate on your head. Wow, what a dark existence.
Teeth for hair.
What a question.
Moving on. I can't do this anymore. This is painful.
But then, for the flip side, okay, we've only discussed one side of this coin. So like, all right, a rhino's horn is made of hair. What if how like if your teeth are replaced with hair, but what if those teeth that were replaced with hair were like a rhino's horn for each of your teeth? That would be fine, right?
Yeah.
In
then
theory.
It'd be completely normal.
Then it'd be completely normal. But like, does it have to be strands of hair? Would be the next question, And then, anyway, I was just thinking about that as well. It's like, well, if you replace your teeth with hair, but your teeth hairs were like rhino horn hairs, then that would be fine. But I'm assuming that we want actual hair. Anyway, this is me just trying to bypass the question with, alternatives.
I get physically violent when I find hair in my mouth, so like there's no answer here. There's no worse feeling than when there's like a hair on your tongue. It's like, who put that there? I'll smash you. I will smash you. And you want to live like that forever. I don't want to be angry like that. You know what I mean? It's got to be teeth for hair. Who put that hair there? That's disgusting. It feels like trash.
Yeah, especially when you can't find it and you have to give up and just put your hand right in your mouth to search for it and like just put my hand in my mouth. Disgusting. I know that feel. What's the next question? Let's get away from
that's
this.
That's the question. If you'd like to submit maybe more pleasant questions or not, We might answer them. Patreon.com/consolesband. Go ahead and fang us your best. Man, that was so... Oh, man. Can you ask us, like, how about rainbows or puppies? Can someone submit that for the next month? Rainbows or puppies? I would love to answer that question after this month.
I'd like fire out, man. Puppies, 100%.
Yeah, it's no question. I mean, it's no question, but
Yeah, that's a hard one. I mean, not a hard one.
It's absolutely not a hard one. It's the easiest question of my life. No, I can't. I'm not allowed to answer it now. Patrons have to submit it. Otherwise, I'll take away their thunder. You know what I mean? So let's move in. Let's move in together to the next question. We're actually going to go top 3, bottom 3s. We have some choices. We didn't get a chance to vet these before, so we're going to vet them live on air.
Yeah, cool.
I
have
all
no
of
idea
these
what to
come
expect.
from, I believe, Rue, but I don't know. Patreon.com/theconsolesband. Oh, by the way, shout outs to Rue. She edited my Final Fantasy article for me. So big thanks to her. There's only so many times you can read an article of yours before it's like, I don't even know if there are words on this page. So she so graciously edited it for me. So that was very nice of her. But anyway, these top 3 bottom 3s are from her. Our choices are time signatures, chocolate. And the disclaimer with chocolate is we've done candy, not including chocolate. Pies or Australian wildlife.
Well, I can eliminate Australian wildlife because I don't want it. Like, I feel like
They're all bottom 3 somehow.
I don't know. I don't really know Australian wildlife that well. I'd have to Google everything.
Drop bears, stingrays.
Oh, but stingrays aren't Australian wildlife exclusive, you know. Like, it'll be like platypus, echidna,
Cane toads. That's
I feel like they were an introduced species.
they were introduced to kill off something, right? And then they're like, no, we're just gonna breed and become a problem forever.
Yeah.
What about cane toads versus bin chickens?
Bin chickens are top 3, man. All right, so are we doing this? Are we actually just gonna do Australian wildlife?
Abridged version.
Because chocolate's a hectic one. I would kill for chocolate. Bottom 3.
Chocolate is hectic.
White
chocolate.
chocolate.
How much time we got?
We got heaps of time. But bottom 3 is easy. White chocolate that is white. The artist formerly known as White Chocolate. There you go. That's bottom 3 just done right there. It's not even chocolate. I don't even know if it qualifies. That's how bad it is.
Yo,
man. Hectic. Hectic.
And top 3. Okay, let's go to Lindt. I want to go to Lindt dark chocolate for a minute. Lindt dark chocolate, because this is the easiest top 3, bottom 3 in my life. So we've just done bottom 3. So if I go to chocolate.lindt.com, my top 1 would be the Lindt Excellent Range, 99% dark chocolate. My
99.
top 2 would be the 90% cocoa. And my third would be, what's next?
85.
85. There you go. That's my top 3, bottom 3. We've just done it.
More importantly, where does mint chocolate sit on the scale?
Oh my God. Mint chocolate is so good.
Okay.
I love mint chocolate. Are you kidding me?
I put that in the lowest possible tier.
Okay, here we go. We're doing chocolate. This is it. We're doing chocolate.
We're doing chocolate. All right.
Where do you want to start? You want to start at the bottom? We'll start at the bottom. Orange chocolate, white chocolate.
Hold on. How complicated are we going to get with chocolate?
We have to go complicated. There's literally 3 types of chocolate.
Like
milk, dark, and white, not chocolate.
Like, are we talking brands of things like, you know, Crunchy, Baby Ruth, you know, Milk Duds, Violet Crumble, you know, all the different brands like Caramellos, Freddos, you know, or we're just gonna go like straight up chocolate where it's kind of like go by the percentage.
Well, I mean, you could link so things like Violet Crumble and Crunchy, which hang on, I'm going to throw this up for.
Oh, Violet Crumble's Australian exclusive, apparently.
It is. So I'm going to throw this up on the old Wikipedia for our international viewers. I reckon everything's fair game except orange chocolate, which is garbage, and no one should eat it because it's terrible.
Oh, I disagree with you there.
This is Violet Crumble. I think it's basically crunchy. This is honeycomb. Look, can we just put white chocolate in the bottom 3? Is that something
100%.
we can agree on? It's not even chocolate.
It's not even chocolate.
No,
Why are
Europe-
you discussing this?
Europe does not acknowledge it as chocolate. It also doesn't acknowledge Cadbury as chocolate. But we're not Europeans,
Yes.
so Cadbury's fair game.
I'm pretty sure it's mainly Switzerland that doesn't consider Cadbury as chocolate.
Is
'Cause the
white
sugar-
chocolate? Let's ask Google.
No.
What exactly
What
is
is it
white
then?
chocolate?
Milk?
Sugar, and I can't remember what else is in it, but it's not. There's no cocoa powder or cacao in it, from memory. It might be like-
Lecithin, LECI thin, lecithin, milk fat, sugar, milk solids, and cocoa butter.
Yeah, that's right. It's cocoa
And-
butter. It's not. Yeah.
Lecithin is a fatty emulsifier that holds it all together.
Okay.
Anyway, it's not chocolate.
Well, that's bottom for sure for me. Like,
100%.
and like to be more specific, Dream goes like bottom, like absolute bottom. I hate Dream. Dream Cadbury white chocolate. Oh, actually, you might need to link that because it's Cadbury, but Dream can go in the bin, 100%.
Look, it's all white chocolate is bad. It's all going to the bottom. That's amen. Stay there forever and die. Now, I want to hear the argument for orange chocolate because orange chocolate is like every time I got that as a kid, I felt like that was my coal. Like I'd done something wrong that year, and now I've been cursed with this thing. And no matter how much I ignore it, it's still going to be there and I got to eat it at some point.
I don't like orange chocolate, I only like premium like orange chocolate, like Lindt Excellence, dark chocolate with like orange in it.
Do you guys know Terry's orange chocolate? Because I pulled it up on stream now, but that to me is the quintessential.
I don't know Terry's.
I can't.
I always think of Jaffas when I think of orange chocolate.
This is like the quintessential WOG Terry's orange chocolate. You guys are both on your phone, so you can't look it up. But it's like it literally comes in slices of chocolate that are orange.
Yeah, nah. I have not had that. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. No, that's trash.
I mean,
that
to me is all orange chocolate, except maybe Jaffa's. But
yeah,
I wouldn't go to bat for Jaffa's.
No, that's what I mean. Like, not all orange chocolate is good. It's only like the premium stuff with like a bit of orange in it. I'm not. Yeah, no, I don't vouch for that. Which is why, look, I'm happy for you to put it bottom 3 if we're talking generally, like as in orange chocolate. But if we're going to go specifics, then I would have to separate Lindt dark chocolate with orange in it in out of bottom 3 and into mid tier for me. Mid tier, lower, upper.
So as I sit here and browse through Google, the word ganache has appeared, and I would like to get people's thoughts on ganache. I butchered that word, haven't I?
No, you've pronounced it correctly. Ganache isn't really like. It's normally like used in cakes. It's not really like a. It's not like I assume when we're talking chocolate, we're talking like, you know, like a block of chocolate or like a chocolate bar or like those kind of things, right? Ganache is normally like something that you spread onto like a cake. So I'm not classifying it as a chocolate, but yeah, it is chocolate in flavor. It's pretty damn good, but it's not for this debate, in my opinion. There's otherwise chocolate mousse, like chocolate mousse, man. That stuff's freaking amazing.
Well, I mean,
good chocolate mousse.
I reckon a good way to silo it is like, for example, you've got like mint chocolate, orange chocolate. I know it's infused, but it's still, they're very much its own thing. Like fruit and chocolate, like raspberry and chocolate, chili chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of chili chocolate, I need to stop by your family's workplace to get the chili chocolate coffee bean ones.
Good.
They are so good. My goodness.
So for those of you that have never had a chocolate coated coffee bean, you get the short term high of the sugar, and then the caffeine kicks in after that, and then you double crash. It's great. It's so good. If you have like a couple mouthfuls, you're like high on the sugar, you're higher on the caffeine, you're like, I can see the future, and then you're like in the gutter.
I can vouch for that.
It's so good.
Oh man, I bought it for my office I pretty much every time I get to work, it's just like, all right, I've had my coffee, smash some coffee beans and chili, and then it's like ride the high until like 4, and then plummet.
Then you're just like calling people and apologizing. You don't even know why you're apologizing. You just feel so bad. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right, Mark. Why isn't milk chocolate? Sorry, not milk chocolate. Mint. Chocolate. Mint chocolate is incredible.
It's like brushing your teeth with chocolate. It's not right.
Two incredible activities: eating chocolate and brushing your teeth.
It's an abomination. For me, it's like mint is like refreshing. Like, you brush your teeth feel clean, or you like pop a mint after a meal. My breath is now fresh, and I'm finished. But chocolate to me is the opposite. It's like sweet. It's like I'm gonna get my teeth messy. It's like a dirty sweet. But then putting these two things together is like a square peg into a round hole for me. It just doesn't fly. It does not fly.
So you're not a fan of mint slices, I'm guessing?
No mint in anything. No mint in anything.
That's another Australian thing, by the way, mint slice.
My God, if we ever go abroad, I might even consider not bringing my base just so I can bring more mint slices to give to people, because everybody needs to know about how good mint slices are. They are so good. Oh my goodness, they're better than Tim Tams by every conceivable measurement.
See, I'm the middle ground.
Go.
I was just gonna say I'm the middle ground between you two. So I like mint chocolates for a couple of reasons. I don't know if any of you went to like Chinese restaurants and stuff growing up, but they used to give like the kids like mint chocolates at the end of dinner. So it was kind of like, for me, it was just kind of like, oh, it's this nice, refreshing kind of thing, but I get chocolate and like I can just eat so much of it. All right. So you finish your like dirty, greasy like Chinese food, and then you have this like nice, refreshing like mint chocolate, but it's chocolate. And as a kid, you're like, heck yes, like chocolate. I just go to town on this bad boy. But on the other side, like mint also reminds me of like brushing my teeth. So it was kind of like, I don't know. It's okay. I actually don't eat mint slices on the regular, but I don't hate mint chocolate. I will. For me, that's like solid middle ground chocolate. It's not my go-to, but I don't hate it.
So does that mean it's neither top or bottom 3? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, for me, it's not. No.
I feel like honeycomb's got to make top 3 then. Like choc honeycomb, like a crunchy or a violet crumble or whatever. I'm just going to look up chocolate honeycomb USA and see what comes up.
They love crunchies over there, man.
They have crunchies?
They have crunchies over there. They like crunchies.
Bro, do you guys like men's? As in like the chocolate honeycomb men's?
I don't even know what that is. What?
Oh my God. They're so... I would consider not bringing mint slices and my base overseas just to give people more men's. They're so good. It's like...
Wait, what is this thing that you're speaking of?
It's like
How
a
do
crunch...
I spell it?
It's like MENZ, men's. It's so good. Like I had these guys that were really into them. I'm like, how can you really be into one thing? And I'm like, I'm into this thing now. It's I feel like choc honeycomb has to be top 3.
Oh, it's the brand.
Men's,
right.
mate.
Oh, nah, not a fan of those, eh?
Oh, they're so good. Because the problem is like as you were telling your story about mint slices, I was Googling on stream the different types of chocolate, and we have the 3 we mentioned: raw, Dutch, and like baking chocolate. So we can't really like. So we got to expand the definition to include like infusions, I think.
Yeah. It's like if we're going pure chocolate, then like no. I reckon like because you gotta include all the different brands. You know, like your Timeouts, your Boost, your Twix, your Snickers, your Picnic.
I don't think we need to include any of those brands. They're all trash. Lindt. Done.
Oh God.
What's better than Lindt? Name one thing better than Lindt? I reckon that's a good place to start. Work our way from the top down. What's better than Lindt? Go.
Let me think.
Kiwi chocolates, right?
I have
Over
to
that.
remember the brands. Like Lindt is good. Lindt. Look, don't get me wrong. I love Lindt, and as like I am. Give me a good block of 85% to 90% dark chocolate, and done. That to me is like top tier. Either one or two, whatever you want to do, right? But I know not everyone is a dark chocolate person, so.
And those people are wrong.
Oh man, there's
Mark, you're not a dark chocolate person, are you? That's what I'm getting.
No, I
here.
am.
Okay,
No, I
well
am.
then
No,
they're
definitely
wrong.
am.
They're wrong.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it is. Have you guys tried? When I came back to Australia, they had like the Lindt fusion thing. So they had like blueberry acai, raspberry cranberry, and passion fruit. Hang on, what is it? Lindt passion
Are they like
fruit.
the
And
colourful
mango.
packets?
Yeah, they're like
Are they-
little balls.
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about now. I actually haven't bothered. To me, it's just, I love the blocks. I love the thin block of Lindt excellence. Don't need to waste my time on anything else.
The blueberry acai made me very happy. They're so good. They're so good. Like Lindt, I genuinely cannot think of anything better than, like, in terms of chocolate, that I enjoy more than Lindt.
Mm.
Even their white
Yeah.
chocolate's good. Their white chocolate is passable.
Nah.
No,
White chocolate, no.
no, really. You don't
White
even
chocolate,
like it?
white chocolate is never passable for me. Just
Right,
never.
you know when you
Bin
get
it.
those balls, how you get the cylinders of the balls? You keep all those white chocolate ones till the end, and you bring them, and I'll eat them. They are so good.
I will not touch them. They will live forever in whatever container they're living in, and they will not be touched. I would rather throw them at children than eat them.
Oh no, they're so good. They are just so good. And then you go to the Lindt stores, and they have the silos, and then you can ignore all of them and go straight to the dark chocolate and the light chocolate one because they're so
Yeah.
good. And
The blue and the black wrapping, that's where you go. Nothing else.
the black wrapping's
hate-
the 70% in it.
Yeah, that's the better
Oh,
one.
mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could go for some Lindt right now.
Straight to the black. Blue's your next tier. After that, don't. I mean, like their milk chocolate is, for me, it's doable, but I just. Yeah.
I'm just gonna look
I
up
don't know.
Lindt balls because I literally my head is so full of Lindt balls at the moment that I can't think of any other brand.
What's the Japanese brand? Meiji chocolate. Is it Meiji chocolate?
But here's the thing about Japanese. Anything that's not natively Japanese. So if it's not like ramen, soba, sushi, like ampan, like their little native desserts, anything that's not natively Japanese in Japan ranges between a 4 and a 6. It's never going to be terrible, but it's never going to like blow you away.
Mm.
So I feel like that just discounts everything Japan's ever done forever.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I didn't mind their dark
Cool.
chocolate.
Yeah, I know you didn't mind it, but it didn't blow you away. That's
Yeah,
my
it didn't
year.
blow
It was
me
about
away.
a 6. You said it's about a 6 out of 10, somewhere between a 4 and 6 out of 10, maybe.
I'd rate it higher than 4. I'd rate it higher than 6. I'd probably put it as 7.
Whoa.
It hits that like dead on average like dark chocolate for me. I don't know. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Granted, like when you hit the 70% and above range, it's kind of like, it's just nuance in flavor, really, to me. It's kind of like, what are you feeling like? Like, I will smash old golds. I love old golds. But people know what old golds are. That's a 70% Cadbury dark chocolate. And then there's like the Whittaker's, like 68% plus kind of, yeah, Mark knows what I'm talking about. That's pretty good. Like anything in the 70% range is just automatically, in my eyes, like, put it in the top 3. Like, don't care what brand it is. And then it's just a matter of like, what's your preference? Like, what type of dark chocolate do you prefer more? You know? I don't know. That's just how I feel. Anything below 70% is kind of like, am I feeling like sugar today? Yeah, I think I'll have some sugar today. Like, don't bother with this like what is it, like the semi-dark chocolate where it's like 50% dark chocolate? No, forget it. It's either milk chocolate or dark chocolate, and then don't even like white chocolate never exists. It just shouldn't exist. It's just not a
White
thing.
confectionery. I'd like to throw some other brands in. So I reckon it's probably going to end up being Lindt dark chocolate is going to be somewhere close to the top. I'm going to throw out some names, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Kinder.
Yeah, Bueno.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't mind it.
Buenos are pretty good.
I would put a Kinder in my outside top 3.
Kinder for me is nostalgia. This is the egg with the bloody toy inside. Like, man, I love
the bars.
those
The
things.
bars are good too, man. We sell the bars. I love the bars. You don't
Nah,
have to
I
worry
grew-
about
I
the
grew-
BS toys.
Nah, I grew up with the eggs with toys in them. That's all I'll ever remember. And then the
I rate
Kinder
'em.
eggs at Easter time. Oh, mate.
I rate them. I would put Kinder at number 3. I've listed about 8 number 3s, but I would put Kinder at number 3 right now if you told me to. Gun to my head. Kinder number 3. Done. Don't pull it. Don't pull that trigger. Done.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
What about
it's pretty good.
Hershey's?
Nah, trash.
Done. Easy.
What was that?
Hershey's.
No. I've got a photo on my phone. I kid you not. I've got a photo on my phone. A guy at work had old, I can't remember, not the Kisses, but Hershey's blocks or whatever.
Yeah, they have
unwrapped
the little
it.
bars.
Yeah, the little bar had a maggot coming out of it. It was alive. And apparently, this is not the only case where this has happened. Like another friend said, yeah, it happened to him.
I don't think you can discount Hershey's. Like, I think Hershey's is bottom 3 for me, but I don't think the maggots. I don't know. I'll put it bottom 3.
I'd put
the
it.
biggest veto of all time for me.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I hate the taste. I hate the taste as well. So no redeemable quality to it whatsoever.
It's just not good chocolate. Like, to me, like, I don't know. I don't know how people feel. It's definitely very low tier. Maybe bottom 3 for me. I don't know.
Thank you for reminding me of this blight on the earth.
How do you feel about the San Fran chocolate though? What's the brand again? They're really famous for it. It starts with G. Ghirardelli. I don't know, man.
Ghirardelli?
I think it's Ghirardelli.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ghirardelli.
It's like Lindt, but not Lindt.
Yeah, I'm from memory. I liked Ghirardelli, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I had Ghirardelli chocolates. Yes, thank you, Rue. Yes, it is Ghirardelli. What about you, Gams?
I haven't eaten any of that rubbish. I don't like that. I eat wog chocolate. I eat Ferrero Rochers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But then, like, yeah. If we're going to brand, 100% like Ferrero. Like, man, you know how much I love Nutella. Like, that's automatically top 3 for me. Like, yeah.
No, I wouldn't put Nutella out there personally, but
but like Ferrero Rocher is basically Nutella. It's got Nutella.
But it's got the hazelnut. Like, there's something. Okay, there's something I want in this top 3. We've got the dark chocolate representation. I want the chocolate and nut to be represented, and to me, it's either Ferrero Rochers or Bachi.
XQ has said Kinder chocolate is mostly white chocolate.
Woo!
I looked up.
See how it is.
This is why for me it's all about the toy and the nostalgia or the buenos.
What about
It's pretty
Bachi?
good, but
Has anyone had Bachi? I'm just naming wog chocolate now.
I forgot about Bachi, man. Bachi's the best.
I looked up Bachi and just got a bunch of Italian people. That was a good Google. So if we're going to discount like Ferrero, I think Ferrero should be the nutty representation in the top 3, but Bachi is like, it's 1C. That is some, you want to talk about nostalgia, that is some like grade A, by the kilo, put it in me straight in the veins. I love Bachi. I'm going to message my parents after this podcast right now and get them to send me Bachi. That's how much I want Bachi right now.
I would rate Bachi over Ferrero, but only because Bachi's been a more recent kind of thing for me. Like, I grew up with Ferrero. I didn't grow up with Bachi, but then I had Bachi for the first time, maybe only like 3 or 4 years ago. And like, man, yeah, good stuff.
Look, all my picks are biased towards like Wog chocolate because that's what I know. Like for example, if I said Ritter Sport, I doubt anybody would know what
Yeah,
this
I
is.
know what
But
Ritter is,
I think
but I
Ritter
don't.
is gangster. I think Ritter is like probably top to bottom the best. I think it's gangster, but I know that's like a very Wog pick.
I haven't had a lot of it, but I don't remember being. I don't remember being impressed. I just remember it like, oh yeah, Ritter, cool.
You get that stuff from Aldi, can't you, Rita? I think so. I think
So.
that's good stuff, in my opinion. But
It's
what I
German. There you
want to
go.
know... Oh, there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Must be. I
Yeah.
need to know where you guys sit from the celebrations box of chocolates.
Okay, I'm
The
gonna pull this
Turkish
Okay.
up now.
Delight, where does it sit for you? And where does the Cherry Ripe sit for you?
I
Bro,
cannot
that's
believe
not
I
even
forgot about the cherry
celebration.
ripe. That's favorites.
It's
That's
Is it?
favorites.
that's
Oh, sorry.
favorites. Bro, favorite chocolates, right?
My
I've
favorite
just
Favorite
lost
chocolates.
my sponsorship. I've just lost my chocolate
my favorite
sponsorship.
thing about
Sorry.
celebrations is that you can celebrate when you put the whole box in the bin. You know what I mean? But you want to talk about favorites? All right, now we got a conversation on this. Cherry ripe. That's top three. Slot it right there in third place with all the other chocolates.
I feel
Put it
like
right
everything
there.
is third. It's either third or
Ooh.
like trash.
That's how top three, bottom three
Ooh.
works. Third or bin.
Getting hot.
Uh,
Okay.
look, I
Okay.
like cherry ripe. I wouldn't put it top. I wouldn't put it top three. It's outside of top three for me. Turkish delight was like a love hate relationship. I loved it as a child and as a teenager, and then binned as an adult. Yeah, cool. You can put
Right
that
in the
bottom
bin.
three. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
I can stay in the band. Good.
Okay, let's settle on this top three. I think we're close. Are we gonna settle on some sort of dark chocolate representation? Probably Lindt. Right?
Yeah,
Is that
100%
fair?
dark chocolate. 100%. That's like
Yeah.
top something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put it
Then
up
the
there,
the
yeah.
nuts. I reckon we should shout out Ferrero just because it's a more common name. But the Ferrero Baci, the like nutty chocolate, that's got to be
Nutty
in top three.
hazelnutty.
Oh, so good. And then the
Yeah.
outside top three, it's a toss up for me between mint or 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 the cherry. But I'd be willing to concede like a honeycomb. But I think we should put coconut chocolate in the bottom three 7 times over. But we'll talk about that later.
Oh.
We got. I don't know what this number 3 spot is. I would personally, if you put a gun to my head, I would say mint chocolate. But given how strongly Mark felt about it, I would. Like
Outside.
caramel to me sucks. Like I wouldn't put caramel in there. I wouldn't put a bottom
No.
3, but caramel sucks.
Caramel's mid tier, 100%.
Yeah, it's no better than that because if it melts, like it goes down real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this third spot to me, it's like a cherry or a honeycomb, or maybe milk. You want to make the argument for? I would make the argument for milk because I got taste buds in my mouth. But you know what I mean. Like we could go there if you wanted to. What do we think about this third spot?
Hold on, I just want to quickly answer Rue's question. Just to qualify, Turkish Delight chocolate is nothing like actual Turkish Delights. Just in case people are wondering, like, why we're hating so hard on Turkish Delights. Because the chocolate Turkish Delight is not actually a Turkish Delight. They're very different
I've ever
things.
eaten one. I think that's one of those things that it was culturally acceptable to hate, and I never bothered to form my own opinion of.
Yeah,
Can
fair
you bring
enough.
one to the first SMJ or whatever the first stream is of 2020? I want to eat one live on stream. There you go. Someone
It's-
remember this. I know someone will.
We'll see. I'll see if I can find some. I don't like normal Turkish delights that much, but I know it's like, basically like a rose water gelatinous jelly kind of thing coated in sugar. So it's not my vibe. But going back on topic to top 3 chocolates. So 100% some type of dark chocolate is number 1. Number 2 is the hazelnutty, chocolatey, like nutty kind of good quality stuff. And number 3.
What are we nominating? Put some skin in the game, boys. What are you nominating?
Far out. Like what are our choices for third? It's like honeycomb, cherry, mint. What else is there? Or is that it? I feel like there's something that's like how do you guys feel about like Maltesers, like the Rice Crisp, like crunch, not like crunchy. No?
Alright.
Okay.
They're very
Mid
good.
tier, fair enough.
Crunch is very
But, like,
Pretty good.
I'm
Yeah.
a big Crunch fan. Don't you remember
I
on
was
tour?
obsessed with Crunch as a child. Like, yeah.
There was a period of like two years where every time I went on tour or like went to a tournament, I would just buy Crunch for that, like, what are they called? The Rice Krispie Rice Cracker, man. I dig
I
it.
think it's Rice Crisps, yeah.
I wouldn't put that over a honeycomb or a cherry, but like I don't know, even then honeycomb, like, to me it's cherry or it's mint, and it's probably mint, but then I would be willing to compromise with Mark, but I'd need a strong candidate because mint is so good. Mint is so good.
I'd go cherry over mint personally. And then I would be more cherry honeycomb and then mint, like, outside of those three.
I'd
If
probably
I
go
was gonna-
How do
honeycomb
you
over
feel
cherry.
about what about the chocolate with like strawberry in it? Like in the roses box. Do I have it right now? The rose box, pink one
Nah.
with the straw.
Bin all the roses. Don't even get them near me. No. If you're talking roses, bin them all. I don't eat roses. Sorry.
Interesting.
That's Daryl Lee, isn't it? Daryl Lee.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
XQ in the chat just brought up. Oh, I haven't even eaten this, but I might even just nominate it for top 3 right now. Ritter Sport and cornflakes. No, just that looks hectic.
Oh, I've had that. It's really good.
Oh
It's
my
really good.
god, that looks so good.
Put it up there.
No, okay, but the thing is with the fruit, you have the ooze and then you have the infused. Like those lint balls are infused, but the ones you're talking about in that the roses box, it like bleh, comes out, right? It's like an actual filling.
It's like solid, isn't it?
Is it?
Mostly. I would say lint is more liquidy than the roses ones.
Oh, you might be
Depending.
right. You might be right.
I'm sure it's solid.
So
You could just put lint balls
throw
at
that
three.
up? Oh, we could. We absolutely could.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
They're
actually.
so good.
I think
They're
that's fair.
mango, passion fruit, and dark chocolate. That should be illegal, but it's not. Buy it in stores now.
Where's our sponsorship from Lint? Oh my god.
Oh goodness. Oh yeah.
It's too much lint.
Definitely.
So what are we
Actually,
thinking?
I got a contender for bottom 3, but just to go on the other end of the spectrum, chocolates with alcohol.
Okay, yeah. You're not gonna get any
I'm
points
happy.
from me.
Bottom
Yep.
3 for me.
Yep.
Just
Let's
to
get
kind of
it together.
add to the bin list.
Mm-hmm.
Back on third. So you'd go honeycomb over cherry. I'd go cherry over mint. You'd go mint over cherry.
There we go. We've
Yeah,
got the
I
3
agree.
Pokemon starters. Generation 8. We've just got the 3 Pokemon starters. We leaked it here. Oh no, Nintendo, please.
Oh my gosh.
What's something that we can all agree on? I feel like
Lint balls.
Lint
Lint
balls.
balls.
Lint balls.
Lint balls gonna work. I'm telling you.
oh god.
I'm gonna do one more Hail
It's
Mary
like a
Google.
cop-out.
Best Australian chocolate. Very last Hail Mary Google. These are all hipster brands, so I think unless we settle on one of those other 3 choices, it's gonna be.
What are the hipster? Hit me up with the hipster brands.
Oh my! I just like, what is this? Jasper and Myrtle, Monsieur
nah, keep
Truffle,
Nah, keep going. That's too hip.
Matisto, Sweet Pea and Poppy.
These are flavors.
No, these are artisanal Australian chocolate brands you need to know, as
Yeah,
of
right.
written by bosshunting.com.au. I'm just going to add Coles. I'm going to add Coles to this.
shit. I just realized, but nah, I don't want to throw these in because you guys wouldn't have had it. There's like, oh man, there's a couple of one up the coast and one in the mountains, like specialty chocolate, like very very small retailer. But no, I can't put those in because there's too many of those around the world. Let's just talk big brands.
Corporations. M&M's.
Oh, mid tier, solid mid tier.
Peanut
Solid
M&M's. Peanut crispy M&M's.
Number 3, peanut and crispy M&M's. Put that in there.
Then we
Forget
just have-
everything.
but
Like
then we
peanut
have to-
chocolate.
That's really exclusionary, but we got to. It's either all M&Ms or no M&Ms. You know what I mean?
If it's all M&Ms, then mid tier.
I would. If we're not putting mint there, I feel like no. What do we do?
Oh, actually,
This is so
hold on, let
hard.
me think. But there's so many M&M like variations.
But that don't matter because we've got the three. We've got the Triforce of Trinities chocolate. Do you want to hear some people reviewing your favorite chocolates on Amazon.com?
Maybe.
This guy he's done a review of Cherry Ripes. He says, "I've loved Mounds all my life, and now to come across Mounds with cherry in the coconut. Wait, Cherry Ripes coconut? Oh, it is too. Oh no, I like
Yeah.
coconut. Oh no, I like coconut. This has changed my entire view.
Is it still number 3?
That's why I was wondering why you're like bin coconut. I'm like, does Gamra not know that like that's the texture that you're eating in cherry
But
ripe?
that's false advertising.
Because like it's basically a bounty with cherry flavor. Like that's what cherry ripe is.
Oh.
Did you not notice the textural like similarities?
The
Again,
world's been shattered.
I think bounty is one of those things where I've just been told to not like it. I've never actually eaten coconut chocolate before because I also really like Lamingtons.
Oh yeah, Lamingtons.
Oh.
That's more of a cake. Can't consider that. All
right, we got to make a decision. What's the decision? I'm just looking at all these top 10 lists from websites. It says the best chocolate in the world is Polly Waffles, and I don't even know what Polly Waffles is. I don't even think it's probably a joke, but they're not going to. I'm not reading it, so take that.
Have you had what is it? Highs, the Australian brand, Haighs.
Haze?
Oh yeah.
Haze, that's the one. I don't know, man. You know when you read stuff and you just don't know what the pronunciation is.
I feel like it's
yeah.
They're good, but no.
No, okay. I'm just throwing out brand names.
I think we've narrowed it down. We've got to make a decision.
Yeah. Like you
All
can,
right.
as long as you don't put mint slice at 3.
Okay.
I'm happy
hold
to
on.
concede the 3rd spot.
All right, Mark, what is your choice between mint, cherry, and honeycomb? Or is it cherry out of the race now because it's like cherry ripe is coconut?
No, cherry's in the race. Cherry's
Alright,
still
cool.
good.
I feel like I'd go raspberry over cherry though. Anyway, but cherry ripe is I like cherry ripe, so I'm happy with it. So Mark, what's your order, Mark? Honeycomb, cherry, mint.
Between
Obviously,
those.
mint's 3. Yeah.
I would go honeycomb cherry. That is close.
Okay, and then Gamra's
Mint,
order
cherry,
is...
honeycomb.
Oh.
Mint is too good.
Oh.
Mint is too good. I know it's
What
not
about
going to
you,
win,
Tim?
but mint is too good.
I feel like... See, for me, it would probably be... I reckon I have to agree with Mark, like honeycomb, cherry, mint. But that's hard. Like, honeycomb and cherry is very
think,
close.
I think on balance it's cherry then, isn't it? Between us 3.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Especially like the dark chocolate cherry ripe. Oh, so good.
Dark chocolate cherry ripe is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would
up there.
literally not bring my base, my mint slice, and whatever the other thing, men's, to give people the dark chocolate cherry ripes if we ever went on tour. They're very good.
Mm.
There we go. There's
I'd
our
sign
top
my
3.
name next to that.
Tick.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Tick.
bottom 3. White chocolate, alcohol chocolate, coconut, done.
I feel like I'd put Hershey's over coconut chocolate, to be honest. I'd been Hershey's.
Lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Straight to the bin.
also grew up with a lot of Hershey's, and I'm tired of it personally. I just remembered something. Dark chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh my god! Sorry.
Haven't had it.
I haven't had
haven't
that.
had
I
it?
want that. I want that. I'm
You haven't
looking
had
at
the
Amazon.
dark chocolate. You haven't had the dark chocolate. Oh my gosh.
I'm
Yeah.
going to Amazon Japan right now. Dark chocolate Reese's Pieces. Anyway, what? What are you doing?
Got about Reese's.
I'd go Hershey's as like my third. Like, as in like Hershey's. What was the next one? Alcohol chocolates and then white chocolate.
You would put Hershey's as your number one.
No. Sorry.
Oh, 3, 2,
My
1.
number one. Yeah, I went. Yeah, sorry. 3, 2, 1 is Hershey's alcohol chocolates, white chocolate.
That's
me.
fine with me. I would happily take that.
Yeah. Look, I'm not particularly. I won't vouch for white chocolate. Like, it's not good enough for me to vouch for it, so that's fine.
What would be your bottom three, Mark?
Hershey's is bottom one.
My
for
absolute
sure.
bottom. Okay.
You can't unsee the maggot crawling in the chocolate.
But that's
And-
not the Hershey's fault, man.
It's the aftertaste. I just hate the aftertaste of Hershey's chocolate. So bad.
It's like the blandest of chocolates. I don't know. It's like,
Mm.
why am I eating this? I could be eating something much better. It's just filler. It's just like filler all the time. Like, I don't
I'd
need
rather
this
eat
filler.
actual food than Hershey's chocolate. Like, it's not even dessert. Anyway,
Yep.
number one, Hershey's. Number two, alcoholic chocolate. I don't mind saying that. But if, I'm biased because number three is going to be mint slice. So, but
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
It's
let's
not.
put
If
that
we're,
aside.
if we're not putting it on top three, we're not putting it on bottom three. There's absolutely
Exactly, we can't put it there.
way.
We can't put it.
Just
That's
to
me.
qualify for Rue, dark chocolate Hershey's, it's not even worth eating. I've tried it because I thought
Not
that would
even
redeem.
worth eating.
I tried it hoping to redeem. I tried it hoping to redeem Hershey's, and no, I'm sorry, it's just not. Because all right, there's nostalgia for me with Hershey's, right? Because I have family in the States, and it was like a thing that I used to eat, but I just can't stand Hershey's. It's just, I don't know. You get those like assorted bags with like all the different things, and it's just like, it just ended up becoming a chore to finish it. It's just like, I have this giant bag of chocolate. I don't want to eat this. I've had like my one block from it, and then like it's just there, and it just lives there forever. I don't want to eat it. Yeah.
Throw it in the bin. No remorse. No
The only
remorse for
fun
that.
thing about Kisses was unwrapping them, and that was it.
Yes.
Like, I loved unwrapping Hershey's Kisses, but I didn't want to eat them. But I had to eat them because I unwrapped it.
Yep. I know that feel all too well. That's exactly it. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's going to sit at, what do we say? White chocolate, alcoholic chocolate, and
Hershey's, I guess.
Hershey's. Yeah.
I would knock that. Coconut's fine. I guess I like coconut now. So everything. I
Well,
know
if you
is a
like
lie.
cherry, right?
It's a lie. It's a lie. Everything's a lie. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm gonna come back next week and play trumpet.
Side note: did you end up looking up the dark chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups?
I tried the katakana and I'm like, I barely know how to say it in English. I'll do it later. They look good. It's almost Halloween and Japanese people like bad things, so I'm sure I can find them.
Like, dark chocolate ones are harder to find than milk chocolate. But I remember when I had a dark chocolate first time, I was like, oh my god, mind blown.
Wow.
I haven't had them for a very long time, so yeah. But I like the
That's
minis
the-
because I like the balance to be not too. I don't know, like the mini Reese's peanut butter cups for me are a better balance than like a full cup. But that's just me personally.
There you go. There's your
That's
top
very
three,
cool.
bottom three. Top one, Lindt, somewhere between the 80 and 90% range dark chocolate. Number two, Ferrero Rocher as the token chocolate and nuts, specifically hazelnut friends. Shout outs to Bachi. Number three, what's number three? Cherry Ripe?
Yeah.
Brackets, dark chocolate ones. I'll literally not bring my base, etc. There you go.
And then
Mhm.
and bottom three as you had it before.
White chocolate, alcohols with chocolate, which is that's a good call. And number three,
good
which
call.
is Hershey's.
Sorry,
you go.
America, fight me.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll
But shout
literally
out to
not
my
bring our
American
instruments, and I promise you, we will literally not bring our instruments.
Base case full of loose chocolate.
Just like
Yeah,
just double fist some like espionage suitcases, and just bring them in, and then they're just a bunch of crushed Tim Tams because they got destroyed in transit or whatever it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, where did Tim Tam sit on the chocolate list?
They are 0. Everything else is like everything good is plus, everything bad is down. Tim Tam is my 0.
No, but I mean, like, do we consider it a chocolate or is it a biscuit?
It's a biscuit.
Like what? Okay, yeah, fair enough. No, that's why I didn't bring them up in the debate. I felt like they fell too far out of the category of chocolate, despite being chocolate.
I'd never want to do biscuits, but we could always do biscuits for another top 3, bottom 3. It's biscuits.
And it's biscuits.
Biscuits.
Right.
Oh my god, Monte Carlo. No, we can't. We cannot do this. We cannot do this
You're
right
Monte
now.
Carlo. Yeah, fair enough.
Instead, we are this week. You can find on our YouTube channel. We've got SMJ highlights from the Super Mario Kart episode coming out, and our latest video was a Persona cover featuring a cool new vertical, like this Discord call, but with a red filter and good editing on it. So you should watch that. It's the Persona 5 ending, Hoshito Bokurato. I don't know it. I haven't got that far in the game yet. But there's some other stuff that's been submitted by some friends of ours that might actually involve us that you can expect soon too. Otherwise, I don't. Yeah, there's more stuff coming. Merch is on sale if you want like free shipping. I think that's still available. If not, I don't know. Keep an eye out. Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, all at the Consouls Band. The next SMJ episode that's happening in October is the Shadow of the Colossus, so look forward to that. Am I missing anything? Did you guys have anything else before we close it out for another month?
If we miss something, people will see it. But yeah, nah.
All right. Well, Kick On is a monthly podcast as sort of run by you guys over at patreon.com/theconsolesband. Go submit questions. Go submit top 3, bottom 3s. Go, I don't know, give us an upsetting video and we'll watch it or something, whatever you want. Otherwise, if you're a silver member, you can submit things. If you're a gold member, you can watch it live, as so many people are over in our Discord server. We'll be back in October. We don't know when the dates are yet, but in the meantime, there's like a ton of good videos coming to the channel. And actually in October, there's a month of something/someone, maybe you can figure it out. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how smart you are, but this is just something you can look forward to all through October and in the future, but specifically October. So, yeah, keep an eye on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, whatever your .com of choice is will be there. But, I don't know. It's been a good month. Thanks for joining us from the podcast, and we'll see you at the next one, I suppose.
See yous.